Good afternoon, folks. We are about 3 minutes away from kickoff here, looking possibly at another delay. We'll keep you posted as we get going. Here we got the West Virginia Mountaineers up against the Florida State Seminoles in a game for playoff contention. One loss here could knock them out of the playoff race. Stay tuned. We'll get the stream on the way shortly. And we're getting closer and closer to kickoff. We will keep you posted on the kickoff time. I'm probably guessing around 9:20. Get people on the stream. We like seeing viewers. If you have anything you need from me in the chat, let me know. Folks, it appears there is a trouble for FSU trying to get players on, so they are going to be delayed here for a couple minutes. Stick around. We will probably ping again as well once the game kicks off. If you want anything in the chat, any stats, we're going to go over that here in a couple minutes. Get ready for the game. View from the sidelines today. Very nice day here in Florida. Okay. And alrighty, folks, it was just announced. Game is starting now at 9:30. That is another 10-minute delay. I'm sorry about the delay. If it were up to me, we would have been underway by now. We have no further updates at this time. Still working on getting this all figured out. We are terribly sorry about the delay. We will keep you all posted. Thank you for sticking with us. Once again, I am terribly sorry. I do not have any power over when this game starts or not. It's looking like possibly another 5-minute delay until game starts. We will again keep you posted. Thank you very much. Folks, this is not looking good here for the Florida State Seminoles. Not able to get their player count, so we're going to see how this goes here. I'll give you a quick preview of what I'm looking at here. We're going to see how this goes. Quick word from our sponsors. Let me pull that on up really quick. R15 Daily Drive. Thank you for sponsoring the network. Just trying to fill time here, folks. We were not exactly anticipating this big of a delay. I would not have started the stream if I wouldn't have known. Florida State seemingly cannot find players. So we are going to wait a couple more minutes, and we will see if this game will be played or not. If you're just not joining us, kickoff was slated for about 32 minutes to get a stream started about 15. Just waiting here on FSU to get a couple more players. Definitely not looking good for FSU. We're going to just dive on in a little early here. Looking at about a 5 more minute delay. Sorry, I am talking with some of the coaches, trying to figure this out. We are going to get the stream, though, underway. I'm tired of waiting around. I'm sure you guys are also tired of me waiting around. We are in for a very, 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 very big game. The 7-3 Florida Seminoles taking on the 5-5 West Virginia Mountaineers. Both teams are Tier C teams, meaning this game could mean life or not life or death, but life, playoff contention or not playoff contention for both of these teams. West Virginia, fairly strong early on in the season before their athletic director left them. Since then, they've not been playing as well. Whereas Florida, we have the opposite story here, where Florida started off fairly weak, but now they have not lost a game, according to the information I'm being fed, since week 3. Week 3 was our last loss. They are currently 7-3. Florida State Seminoles do have the odds in their favor here. It is a 33-10 right now is the overall opinion. It looks like Florida got their players, so we are going to be underway here momentarily. It is a beautiful day here at the Florida State Stadium. Nice and sunny for a 9:30 p.m. game. Looks like we are about to get underway. They are announcing a couple things in the chat. And with that, folks, the game is underway. We're going to get you in here really quick. And the game is underway, folks. Florida is set to kick it away. Florida State, my apologies. Fields it at about the 5. He's going to run it out. He runs it out. He's at the 30. And he makes it past the 40, just past the 40 to be taken down, probably at about the 41. Bring up a 1st and 10 for the Mountaineers. Welcome to the stream. Game is underway. We have an illegal formation. Mountaineers decline that penalty. It's going to bring up a 1st and 10 on their 41-yard line. If you're just now joining us, we are about 35 minutes behind schedule. First quarter just getting underway here. West Virginia with the ball, 1st and 10 on their 41. FSU, a little unorganized today. Took them a little extra time to get the amount of players they needed. Could be a weak spot for the unfavored West Virginia Mountaineers. Substitutions by FSU, by the looks of it. They are short players. This is the longest play clock I think I have ever seen. $30 seconds. Ball snapped. They rush it forward with the running back. Stiff arm going to bring him to about the 49. We'll bring it a 2nd and 2. Very strong gain on the play. Ball snapped to the running back yet again. They get it past the 1st down. That is going to be good for the 1st on the 48. Florida State's 48. 1st and 10 for the Mountaineers. We are just now getting underway of the game. If you're just joining, snapping to the running back again. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Lost a 3 on that play. Going to bring up a 2nd and 13. And we have a player. There they go. They had to fix that. There we go. Had a player down there for a minute. Ball is snapped. Looking deep, he is sacked way behind the line. 3rd and 28. Third and long here for the Mountaineers on their own 34. He runs back deep, looking deep. He's got no helmet on, and that is batted down. 4th and 28 for the Mountaineers. Mountaineers are going to be going for it on a 4th and long situation instead of punting away. Setting up the Seminoles for a great field position if they can stop this. They have 3 men deep. Ball snaps. He's looking deep. Florida's back, covering. Feeling the pressure, scrambling right. He throws it short, and that is incomplete. Setting up Florida State for amazing field position here on the 1st and 10 on their own on the West Virginia 34. It appears Florida State does not have enough linemen currently. Folks, if you're enjoying the stream, please leave a comment in the chat. Let me know what I can do better. Always like to improve. Feel free to invite people. I'd like to stream for a couple people, get some input, get some feedback. The more people that join, the more feedback I get, and the better I can make these streams. They are getting set up here on the line. Possible confusion here. Stadium's getting a little loud. Crow takes a snap. He scrambles out to his right, looking short. Being pinned down, it's high. It is going to be incomplete in the back of the end zone. I believe that was intended for number 7. Penalty on the play. There's a holding call on, I love, talking number 4. It's going to push him back 5 yards, 1st and 15 on the West Virginia 39. Takes a snap, drops back. Looking for a man downfield. He finds one short, another number 7. We got 2 number 7s on the field. That's not confusing. FSU's quarterback. Both teams struggling to get something going here on offense. .330 to play in the first. Your score is 0-0. Seminoles get the ball, 1st and 20. He drops back, scrambling out to his right. He's past the 50, going back forward toward the 50. He might run. No, he looks deep, passes it to number 4, and then it's batted down. Incomplete. Then we're going to be 2nd and 20. FSU already having 2 penalties this game. And that might be that's going to be a 3rd penalty on FSU this game. 3 plays, 3 penalties, not looking good for Florida State. Pushing them back 15 yards from where they originally were. Ball is snapped. He's looking deep. 1st and 25. Can he find him? And he can. It's going to be batted down by the West Virginia secondary. We're going to have a 2nd and 25. That's a 4th penalty on these Seminoles, folks. And if you didn't hear that, I'll say it again. That is 4 penalties, 4 plays, 4 penalties, pushing them back 20 yards. West Virginia's defensive line pushing. He's looking deep, looking for a man. Can he find one? He finds one, almost picked off by the Mountaineers. Another flag on the play. That is a 5th penalty for the Seminoles. Folks, that is 5 penalties. 5 plays for them, and they are already on their 5th penalty. And the defense has disappeared. Seems that half of the defense got benched, so they are going to be fixing that. Looking at another delay here, folks. This is the longest delay in history. It was a 30 for the streams in history of the streams. It was a 35-minute stream delay. We also now have 5 penalties on these Seminoles. We are 5 plays in. It is 1st and 35. That is 5 penalties. I'm honestly impressed. 5 penalties, 5 plays into the game is, or not 5 plays into the game, 5 plays into their drive. West Virginia at this point has gained more yards than FSU, because FSU has gained 0 yards because they keep getting penalized. And it is still first down. This is the most first downs I've seen in forever. It is 35 to go. He takes the snap. He's looking deep. Trying to find an open man. Can he find one? Looks like he can. Number 2, the tight end, gets it to about the 30. And that was fumbled there. Another penalty. That is 6 penalties. FSU has not had a single offensive play without a penalty. And the defense is gone again. This is great. Another penalty, and we do not have a defense anymore. Not nearly as smooth as our first stream, folks, but we do not mind. 6 penalties. We are at 6 penalties. Six penalties. They're back on their own 36. 40 yards to get a first down. Ball snapped. He's dropping back. He finds a man, but it is incomplete. There is someone flying. I'm going to ask them to invisible themselves just so they're not flying in the stream for us. He's dropping back. 2nd and 40. We finally made it a second down, folks. Florida State has seemingly figured out their problem. Looking to find a man. The D-line closing in on him. He's up at their own 30. Looks like he's going to lob one deep. It is caught. That's going to be a 1st and 10 from Seminoles, folks. Lobs one deep. Gets about a 40-yard gain on that play by the looks of it. Getting them a 1st and 10 on the West Virginia 24. Finally, we're making gains on this drive. Almost 1 minute left to play. We've had 2 possessions, 6 penalties on 1 team. Looks like he might keep it. He thinks about keeping it, drops back. He keeps it, running it forward. He's going to be stopped abruptly at the 17-yard line. Crow back to take the snap from number 62. Crow takes the snap and drops back. He lobs one deep into the end zone. That is a touchdown for the penalty on the play. That is 7 penalties. 7 penalties canceling out that touchdown. Holding on the Seminoles. And it was going to be on, I believe, number 66, Campbell. I'll have to check that. That is his 2nd penalty. Number 705 takes that one. Past the 10, going to bring it out to about the 8. That is the end of the first quarter, folks. Your score is 0-0. There's been 7 penalties, all of which on FSU. He gets it past the 5, going to bring him about the 3.5 yard line. Going to be second and 4 into the goal line. One is lobbed up. That's going to be a touchdown for the Seminoles, and it looks like they're going to get to keep this one unlike the last one. Beautiful play right here. It looks like the replay bugged, and we did not get a replay. I'm very sorry about that, folks. Ball snapped. He's looking. Throws one up. Batted down. West Virginia getting the stop on the 2-point conversion. Just checking in really quick. Does my mic sound okay? I'm showing some issues on my end, but if it sounds okay, then it might just be a false warning. Kickoff is deep. It is back in their own end zone. Unsure if they touched it or not. He's going to bring that out to about, let me drop my volume a little bit. There we go. That's more reasonable. He's going to bring that one out to about the 18-yard line. We'll bring for 1st and 10 here for the Seminoles. Not the Seminoles, my apologies, the Mountaineers. Score is 6-0 if you're just now joining us. West Virginia with the ball after a penalty-filled drive from the Criminals. Thinking a name they might be earning from this game. Does anyone know, perchance, the record for most penalties in a game on this game? If you do, let me know, because I think we have the chance to beat that here today. Maybe new playing that. Mountaineers 1st and 10 on their own 18-yard line. APC back 6 snap from number 5. Ball snap. Looks like he's going to be rushing that forward. Takes that about 5 yards, 2nd and 5, passing the 20. Ball snap. And that is not going to be enough for a 1st down. 3rd and 1. Gets that out to about the 26.5. He's going to keep it, and that's going to get him past the 1st down, 1st and 10 on the 31. APC takes the snap. He allows one sideways incomplete. Little short, but it actually appears the running back jumped for it. Didn't have to jump for that one. So bring up a 2nd and 10. After takes it. Oh, it's going to be snapped to the running back. He's going to get that about 2 yards, 3rd and 8. Takes a snap, dropping back. Looking for a man downfield. The line gets pancaked. He's got all the time in the world, and that's going to get batted down by the Seminole secondary. West Virginia going to be going for it here on 4th and 8. They are 0 and 1 on 4th down conversions. He takes a snap, dropping back. Looking for a man. He's got a man way downfield. Incomplete. The West Virginia wide receiver core, yet again, not able to pull through. Definitely a huge oversight here by the Mountaineers. Campbell at center now. Crow set back to take the snap. Delay of game. That is another penalty, folks. Delay of game on Florida State. We are at 8 penalties in the first half. That was 7 the first drive. They got 1 this drive. That's going to be an pass to the 2nd and 9, a more reasonable distance. Dropping back into the pocket. He's looking for a man. Cannot seem to find a man. West Virginia's D closing in on him. That's caught at the line of scrimmage. He's going to carry that out. He gets it past the first down marker. Going to get that over. He's going to get that past the 20. We're going to go about the 20, just past the 20, 1st and 10. He takes the snap, dropping back. Looking for a man. He finds one back of the end zone. Touchdown for the Seminoles. That's going to make it a 12-0 game. Seminoles only getting 1 penalty on that drive, which is a significant decrease from what we saw from them recently. Beautiful pass right to the back of the end zone. Left a man wide open there. And they're going to go for 2. He takes the snap, dropping back. Crow looking for a man. Can he find one? Feeling the pressure. Dropping back 40 yards on a 2-point conversion attempt. Not exactly something that I saw happening. I digress. He lobs one deep. That's going to be batted down. Florida is now 0 for 2 on 2-point conversions. Definitely not what they were hoping for. He sends it deep. Looks like it's going to land at about the 2-yard line, fielded by number 4. He runs it out to the 20, 25, 30. Looks like he's going to get it to about the 35 before getting taken down by Florida State. Bring up a 1st and 10 for the Mountaineers. Mountaineers have been struggling to get past the 50 today, only really getting past the 50 in the first drive of the game before getting sacked all the way back. West Virginia's run game has been fairly consistent, whereas their passing game has also been consistently bad. The run game getting them, as you can see right there, a nice 1st down. I do have to give their quarterback App credit. I don't know how to. I'm just pronouncing it App. Probably APC actually. I do have to give him credit. He's throwing fairly accurate passes. His receivers, however, are just not pulling through on these catches. As we see right there, it's right to the receiver, leading them almost perfectly. And that's going to be a stolen handoff right there. Turnover there for the Mountaineers. That was not on their game plan. I'm not exactly sure what I just watched. Crow's going to take the snap, dropping back. He's looking for a man. He's throwing it about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Breaks a tackle, breaks a 2nd tackle, breaks a 3rd tackle, breaks a 4th tackle, 1 man ahead. Gets around him, 2 right there. Gets around 2 more, going to bring it all the way up to just past the 15. And a beautiful play there by the Seminoles. The only thing it was missing was a penalty. Takes the snap, scrambles out to his right. He throws it to the back of the end zone, connects with Jamo. Going to be another Seminoles touchdown. Going to be 18-0, folks. Seminoles are up 18-0 with about a minute to go in the first half. Seminoles are 0 for 2 on 2-point conversions. I am wondering if they're going to go for another 2-point conversion. Or if maybe settling for one will be their plan. It does not appear that they're going to settle for one. They're going to go for that too. Crow runs out to his right. He's going to keep it. And he gets it in for the first successful 2-point conversion of the game. It's going to be a 20-0 game. Minute to go in the first half. He kicks it away to about the 1-yard line, fielded by number 69. He's going to get that all the way out to about the 42 to 43. There's like 42.5-yard line. That'll be a 1st and 10 here for the Mountaineers, and they made it farther down the field than they have since the first drive. He drops back. A beautiful pass. And it is incomplete, intercepted, in fact, by the Florida State Seminoles. I mean, frankly, another great pass, getting his receiver perfectly. The receiver, however, hurdles the ball, allowing for the FSU cornerback to perfectly take that ball off their hands. And Florida State having a chance to score yet again here before the half. Snapping it directly to the running back, who gets it up past the 40. Spin move. Nothing but grass and a free safety in front of him. Running it out of bounds just past the 35. And get the 33.5. A nice play by the Seminoles. Ball is snapped. He's looking for a man. Sends one deep back of the end zone. That is another touchdown. CYFF getting that touchdown. Beautiful play here by Florida State. West Virginia going to have to get something going here in the second half if they have any hopes of a comeback. Well, snap, he's looking downfield for a man. And another 2-point conversion, lobs one. That is going to be no good. 67 set to kick it away. Beautiful kick to the 1-yard line. Fielded by number 4. Gonna run it out. He stopped at about the 34, 33-yard line. Stopped fairly prematurely on that return. Looking for a man downfield. And he throws that straight to a defender. 0 seconds on the clock. Crow, FSU's quarterback, getting the pick here. See how far he can take it back. He's at the 30. It's stopped at about the 30, or my apologies, 7-yard line. That's going to be the end of the first half, folks. Your Florida State Seminoles up 26-0. They also lead in penalties, coming in at a whopping 8 penalties thus far. Folks, this has not been a great one for WVU. After that early game, turnovers and turnover on downs and interceptions. It's not looking great for them. And they are set back to kick away. Let me get the screenplay back up for you. They send one deep into the end zone. He's going to take it out of the end zone. He's going to try to get that one past the 25, and he gets it there. It looks like both teams are short players right now. Seminoles only having 9. But the game appears like it's going to continue as the Seminoles are winning. All snaps. It appears the Seminoles aren't going to challenge the fact that they don't have enough players. They're just going to keep playing through it. Snaps the ball. Drops back. Looking for an open man downfield, 2nd and 2. Considers keeping it, has to drop back further. He's going to find with number 705. He's going to carry that one all the way over the 50 to about the 47-yard line. Or no, my apologies, 42-yard line. That's going to bring a big 1st and 10. Florida State Seminoles dominating this game ever since their first drive, which was actually quite the opposite of domination. Though scoring the opening touchdown on that drive, they did receive, if you're just now joining us, 7 penalties on the opening drive, and that is a catch by number 1, Jamo. He's going to take that all the way into the end zone. That was a very, very well executed play there. The West Virginia secondary was nowhere near Jamo on that play. Looking for a replay here soon, and it looks like we're going to get one. Beautiful catch right over the top of the defenders, and that's going to be in the end zone. West Virginia needing to get something going here if they have any hopes of taking this one home. 32-0 now. Crow having a fairly great game. He's going to overthrow that one. 2-point conversions have not been FSU's strong suit, to say the least. FSU is playing with 8 players as we speak. No complaints from them, though, as they are still dominating this West Virginia defense. We'll see about offense, however. FSU sends a man back. One in the backfield. Looking for a man. Can't find one. Taken down. I don't even know what took him down there. FSU has been fairly dominant this entire game. Dropping back yet again. Finds their man. That might have been their first successful reception. I don't think it was, but it very much could have been. West Virginia's passing game has not been the strongest. And I personally, I'm not a coach, but I do think it has something to do with the receiver core. Their quarterback has been throwing incredibly, other than the one pick late second quarter, he's been throwing incredibly accurate passes. Receivers have either been jumping over or not jumping for said passes. One pick was actually caused by a receiver jumping over the ball completely, allowing the Seminole defender to pick it off. It's fumbled off the snap. Recovered by the Seminoles. 1st and 10 Seminoles. Unbelievable. West Virginia just playing an awful game here today. 0-32. They might be calling that back. And never mind, it does look like they're not going to be calling back. It was a fair and square fumble. Seminoles have not had a penalty since their second drive. And that is going to be thrown to no one. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Seminoles on the West Virginia 42. Takes the snap and drops it back. Dropping back all the way to the 40. He's at the 35. Throws that one short. Just over the line of scrimmage. Gets that one almost to the first down marker. That'll bring up a 3rd and 2. Snaps the ball. Dropping back instead of rushing it. Looking for a man downfield. 35 down the sideline. Number 1. Jamo is going to catch that one yet again for another beautiful Florida State touchdown. Catching that one right in the end. A beautiful pass. Crow dropping back. Jamo, I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful route. Throwing that right over the head of the defender. Right between those two defenders. Straight to Jamo in the end zone. It was a very, very well executed play. They're going to be going for 2 again. It is an 11-8, and Florida State is still dominating. And that's going to be sacked. No good. Florida State, if they play, it is an 11-8 between 2 C-tier teams. And Florida State is dominating. They've been dominating since week 3. Week 3, their last loss of the season. They've been dominating since then. I think FSU could be a real playoff contender. A real, championship contender, if we're being honest. It is an 11-8, and the Seminoles are still dominating. APC drops back, looking for a pass. West Virginia sticking with the pass game. He's going to connect. Here's the pass game. He's getting warmed up here, but it might be a little too late here for the Mountaineers. Oh, snap. He's dropping back, looking for a man downfield. Seminoles covering fairly well. He lobs one short. Number 43 comes down with that. That'll be a 1st and 10 on that play at about the 50-yard line. He snaps it. Lobs one deep. West Virginia pulls that one in. That'll be a 1st and 10 on their own 13-yard line. West Virginia is getting stuff going. Unfortunately, it's a little too late for that, but we're doing some damage control at this point. He's dropping back, lobs one in the end zone. Incomplete. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10. I was pinged. If you ping me, please let me know what you need from me. And we are getting word from a Florida Seminoles coach that this might be the bench team of the Seminoles. I cannot confirm or deny that. This is just what I'm being told. That's going to be incomplete. Going to be 4th and 7 here for the Mountaineers. Oh, batted down. Looked like he had that secured, but then knocked it out of his hand. Takes the snap. Going to get stopped fairly short, 2nd and 7. And that is the end of the 3rd quarter, folks. 6 to go in this game. Looking to find a man, finds him deep. Number 5 catches it, comes down with it, nothing but grass in front of him. He's at the 40, 35, 30. There's nothing but turf in front of him. He goes down. Looks like he tripped himself there. Can't tell if that was a trip or sportsmanship. Folks, just a reminder, biggest blowout of the week thus far has been the UCLA-Texas game. We might be coming up on a bigger one depending on how the rest of this game goes. He's dropping back, finds number 4 in the end zone. That's going to be yet another touchdown. Crow drops back, throws that, and it's good. 46-0. It does not appear that many of these players on the Seminoles team are actually starters, and they do not have a full 11-player team currently. And he's going to be stopped just before the 30th to 29. West Virginia trying to do damage control at this point, unfortunately. He takes the snap, dropping back. He's at the 15. Lobs one short to number 43. Who's going to get it past the first down. Get it. He's at the 50. He's at the 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 10, 5. He's going to get that in the end zone for a West Virginia touchdown. That is their first of the game. First Mountaineers touchdown of the game. A short pass. Number 43 juking out some defenders, getting that one in the end zone for the Mountaineers. Preventing a shutout game, which was definitely of concern. And it's going to be no good. Seminoles 46, Mountaineers 6. No longer a shutout here for the Seminoles, but still a very, very large win margin. These Seminoles are, it's going to be an onside kick. Recovered by the Seminoles. They're at their own 50. They're at, not their own 50, they're at the 50. There's only 150. A very strong game here by the Seminoles. Starting out very rough. Again, circling back. 8 penalties within their first 2 drives. Definitely not what you want to see. Especially early on in the game. Did not look good for them until they got those penalties under control and started scoring real quick. That's going to be a throw behind their wide receiver number 5. Going to get that past the 50, over past the 40, down to about the 35 yard line. And folks, I don't know if there's much more. The game is about over, folks, but we will keep streaming this, of course. Trying to find a man downfield. Cannot find one. Gets sacked. Going to be a loss of 12. Number 1, Crow. May not be a starter. Still trying to confirm his on the team. That's going to be overthrown, incomplete. We're going to be 3rd and 22. Stadium is getting loud. Snaps it, looking for a man downfield. Defense closing in. Sack, never mind. Yeah, it's going to be sacked for a 4th and 41. West Virginia is getting stuff going. And it looks like these Seminoles are going to go for a punt. First punt of the game from either team. It's punted deep. They are at. He's going to have to run that out. He's at the 10. Trying to get up to the 15. Does it. Going to get just past the 15 to about the 17. That'll bring him a 1st and 10. Looking for that man downfield. Cannot find one. And that will bring up the 2nd and 10. Looking for a man, throws it. He's going to be caught by number 44. He's running it. He's at the 35, past the 40, 45, 50, back past the 45. He might go all the way. Never mind. He's going to get stopped about the 35, getting caught from behind. Ball is snapped. He's looking for that man. Still looking. Still looking. And he was looking for too long. 2nd and 40. That's a loss of 30. I'm impressed. Folks, there's not much more for me to report on. This game is pretty much wrapping itself up here. And that's going to be in a complete 3rd and 40. He's taking the snap. Scrambling out to the right. Throws one incomplete. Was there even an attempt by the receiver to catch that? 4th and 40. The Mountaineers are going to go for it, trying to keep their hopes alive. Not sure how many hopes they can be having at this moment, but they're trying. Looking for a man. Caught by number 4. He's at the 40, and he's going to get stopped. That's going to be a turnover. Seminoles take the ball, minute left to play. And that is going to be about it, folks. It is snapped. He runs it back. He appears to be killing time. Completes a pass. Gets it up past the first down marker, folks, and depending on how they play this, just a couple seconds too much on that clock. Number 1 Crow's going to be waiting for that snap. He's running back. Looks like they're going to keep the ball alive. Going for one more big play. That is going to be a very, very well executed pass. And that, they call a timeout. The Seminoles might be going for another touchdown. Late game, up 46-6. 2 seconds to play, and the Seminoles, showing no intent of sportsmanship, go for a last-minute touchdown. Looking for a man. Finds one in the back of the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown. Seminoles last couple seconds. Not exactly something I was hoping to see. Not exactly something I was expecting to see here from the Seminoles, but something I guess we are going to say. Throwing a touchdown at the last minute. And they are going to go for it. Go for it. He takes the snap, looking for a man. Can he find one? WVU's defense closing in. He's dropping back real far. And he's going to get sacked, and that is a valid hit there from West Virginia. Your final score, folks, 52-6. These Seminoles are going to take this one home. Let me go ahead and shut this down real quick. There we go. Hope you guys enjoyed the game. If you have any critiques, ping me in media. Definitely not the game we were expecting to see. Expecting it to be a little bit closer, especially toward the beginning with these Seminoles. Tune in tonight for the post-game review posted in National Collegiate. I'll be posting my opinions about the games. Again, my opinions. They are my opinions because they're opinions. Feel free to tune in. And until next